Yeah, I ran the whole time.
Oh. Okay. Oh, I did, yeah. Hey, we're back. Round 2. Shit's going on.
Yeah.
Matt Wise, who goes from the booth to the coverage area with his calibrated nonsense.
Yeah. Calibrated nonsense. And there was no issue with him going from the booth to playing because he was playing against John before the event started. So he is well aware what is happening. So, we haven't seen Coffers in a while. See what happens there. He said it's more consistent, so we'll see.
What's more consistent?
Matt Wyatt said it's more consistent. This version,
which is cottage thing.
Yes, with the thing.
Got a Thoughtseize.
That's a good card.
I Thoughtseize your Thoughtseize.
Now wait. Okay, so does that mean the Calibrated Blast can then reveal a Thoughtseize and do 1 damage? That seems terrible. Or how does that card? I don't even know how that fucking card works. I thought you just reveal until you hit something, right? Okay, so
what he's wanting to do is he's going to...
He's trying to set up the Calibrated Blast. That's what's happening.
Yes, he's going to set it up with Witch's
I wonder how many...
He's probably going to pitch whatever he wants on top to the Saga, and then fetch, get Witch's Cottage, put it on top.
Curious how many blasts he's playing at that rate. Like, if you're trying to if that's the plan, do you play less of them to just try to have a big kill moment, or do you? Because you never, at that point, you're never just going to fire it off without setting it up, because then you're not going to do anything. So I guess it's like a safer plan, but I don't know if it's necessarily more consistent just because...
It's not exiled.
It's not?
No, Fatal Push is not exiled.
No.
Fatal Push is not exiled.
Why wouldn't it be?
Because Fatal Push, it says on it, destroy target creature. You do that, the creature is destroyed, and then it resolves and goes to the graveyard.
No, I thought we had a situation...
So if it's Lightning Bolt deals 3 damage to the creature, 3 damage is marked on it, then it resolves, then it checks to see state-based actions, there's 3 damage on it, it dies.
Okay.
It's the difference of it actually killing it versus damage and getting marked on it. Because basically, with like a Lightning Bolt hitting a 2-mana, like, it doesn't actually kill the creature after it resolves.
Right.
Whereas with Fatal Push, it kills it before it
because
resolves.
Because there's a check there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like having to set this thing up. I feel like I think this card is made to be just fucking go for it.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm curious the difference. Alright, it's going to be the Goblin.
Maybe the deck is better just because it plays this card.
I mean, it's playing just like a pile of good cards so far, so Shielder's Edict.
This card sucks.
So far. I haven't tried to play it in Modern. I've only tried to play it in Pioneer, and it didn't feel...
Tried to play it in Modern. I thought it sucked. Have had it played against me in the Monday
Karn?
League, and it's been terrible there too. Which the fucked up thing is people don't know it. Like somebody, the person to my right when we were doing the draft portion of Monday League was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this is still in the pack." And it was like pick 5 or something. Like, yeah, it's because it sucks.
Yeah, it looks really good. It looks good on paper.
And I'm pretty sure he hate drafted it so that I couldn't get it. There's no way I was going to take that card.
All right, he's going to get a Trinisphere. Interesting. The only cards that matter in the deck cost 3. I think that's a Trinisphere. the only things he has cost 3. He's got nothing to put on top. I mean, this is awkward.
I actually like pitching.
Kill the Karn, then just like have it the capacity to be able to put it on top and do the thing if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think that you can. I think that you should just probably just
You can also just wait a turn.
kill the thing, and then if you want to, you can just hard cast Fury next turn.
Yeah, I think that's what he's gonna do. I think that I like that better. I don't think he.
All right, he didn't. He just passed.
Yeah. Although that requires you cracking your fetch, which is the thing that you set the thing up with.
No, I mean I think he could have just pitched.
No, I know, but it's like you could pitch to specifically do that, but then you're only doing 5 damage to something, and what does 5 damage do?
No, you're pitching your Calibrated Blast to do that.
No, I know. He has. I thought he had 2. Oh no. Never mind. Sorry. I thought he had 2. Well, that would have been.
Yeah. Oh, my play would have been so good. Now he's gonna get a free artifact out of his library, I assume. Or yeah, out of his sideboard. See what he gets.
I got Trinisphere first, so for all the liquid metal, I bet just go for it.
Trinisphere just kind of shuts down Matt's deck.
Makes everything cost 3. I mean, bridge. It shuts down like this up. Oh, the Tormod's Crypt. No, okay. Well, good thing he yeah, he's just gonna do 3 damage.
God, my play would have been so much better.
To him, not even more mopping up the Karn. Yeah, I don't think I'm.
See, if he would have done my play, he wouldn't have his Calibrated Blast. Who gives a shit? It's not doing anything. Karn wouldn't be on the battlefield. He wouldn't have just gotten that graveyard removal spell, and he'd be able to put Fury on top of his deck if he wanted to right now.
Well, the thing is, like, now he's just going to cast Fury, and that's probably fine.
It's fine, but I mean, at this point,
no, I agree.
John's already got the value off of it.
Yeah, no, I agree. It would have been a sensible play, for sure.
Why is he doing this?
If this is what you're set up to do.
There's an Urborg in play. This seems unnecessary.
Yeah.
Oh, he needed the red. Okay.
Yes, he did.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, and here's a hard cast Fury.
I'm not one to criticize another person's play, but
Are you not? It feels like a natural thing for you.
no.
You just did the shit out of it last match, so.
Well, that was Isaiah.
All right, man.
Hmm.
The Trinisphere was an odd get because it doesn't really.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
It shuts down its Thought Seizes, and that's it. Like everything else in his deck costs 3.
Yeah,
So
I said earlier that it shuts down Matt's deck. It really doesn't.
No, it
Matt's
doesn't
deck
do
doesn't
anything.
do anything.
Everything in his deck already costs 3.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh. Okay.
Thought seize. Oh, man.
And may as well do the other Profane Tutor. Fuck yeah.
I like it. In a few turns, he's going to get 2 cards.
I mean, that's pretty ominous, really.
Well, yeah, you can go get Coffers plus a big thing to cast. I mean...
Oh, hey, that worked out well for him.
Oh, he just got there?
Yeah. Off of a Calibrated Blast randomly.
Oh, I see what he's doing here. He's playing the Death Shadow card.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So that way he can actually, like, cast it.
Yeah.
For real. Okay. Yeah, I dig that. I mean, I don't dig it, but it's fine.
Yeah, I just... To me, right. I don't know if I like...
It's cute.
I don't know if I like having to set the card up. I just feel like if you're gonna do a derpy thing like Calibrated Blast, just
do you not know if you like it, or do you just like not like it?
I mean, I don't like it. I'm not a huge fan of Calibrated Blast anyway, but I actually probably like the all-in on just like the Cascade. You know, controlling what the top of your deck is gonna be.
Yeah.
plan versus. But I never played it. Matt played it a bunch, so he's got a lot more information than I do. I mean, I wouldn't play one of these things anyway. It's not my kind of Magic cards. But you know, tis what it is. It's just the thing, like having anything that you have to set up seems, and it is good that he has a backup plan with the Death Shadow dude. Not Death Shadow himself, but that kind of a thing. Like, it makes sense.
Yeah,
So
that
it's
works
good
well
to-
with the thought seizes.
It's good to have a backup plan, but yeah, I just feel like if you're doing this, just be all in, and you're gonna be, because
It says lightning bolt are bad. They are.
for me, when it comes to this kind of a thing,
What? I didn't get to see what he's bringing in.
I missed it
bolts.
also. Oh, no.
Well, fuck.
Like, the benefit of doing this is making it so that your deck like just plays like a normal deck instead of a combo deck. So then, like, once you start down that road, my thought is, why don't you just play like an actual deck?
Just play Death Shadow.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the idea of, like, hey, now this is basically a pseudo Death Shadow deck with some quirky win
I
conditions.
played the bad Death Shadow to make my combo work, where you just played the good Death Shadow.
Where you could, and even like, yeah, like just forcing some quirk for the sake of it. Again, like, if you're gonna do that, like, you created this shell of a deck that is just a pile of good cards. Just, like, keep going down that road and not have to worry about setting up some derpy calibrated blast. But of course, you know, with Furies and shit, you can make the argument, well, when it's bad in those situations, you can just pitch it and yada yada yada, and which is fair and fine. Again,
I'm
not my kind of shit.
I'm not one to criticize players, and who am I to criticize Matt for being Matt?
That's the thing.
That's where I stand on it.
That's why I keep reiterating that it's just not my kind of Magic. And that's what's cool about the game is everybody has that space to exist in.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of weirdos out there in this game.
All right.
Doing some goofy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that just looks like Joan. He's just playing black red mid range with calibrated blast in it. Essentially.
It's a fucking epidemic, man. All the weirdos. Not to say that either of these guys are weirdos, just saying, in general. All right, let's see some opening hands. What do we got? I didn't get to... Matt like, mulliganed so fast, I didn't even see what the fuck was going on. It must have been bad. I don't even know how you can look at 7 cards that fast. Maybe so. Maybe so. Well, yeah, we just heard Matt in the booth. He was kind of a weirdo with his terrible dad jokes.
I've always been pretty weird, so this tracks. I play blue. Kind of. There are dress downs in my deck.
They are not.
See this fucking... Look at this hand he's looking at. This is so goofy. There's like 3 different decks in one. 4 different decks in this one hand. Oh, shit. Magic's weird right now. Modern's weird.
So, I see John's got Shadowed out. That looks bad.
He's gonna get him.
It's not gonna get him.
He's gonna get him.
It might get him.
There's a good chance it's gonna get him.
It's just like
It's
the
like
thing is getting him with Shadow It Out is just so not like.
So I would say that
Shadow It Out's just not a playable Magic card in Modern. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I will say though, at least in this situation, Matt has nothing to do in those early turns, and neither does John.
Yeah.
So Shadow Doubt in this like vacuum space.
No, and he might
something.
get him, and if he doesn't draw another land, that'd be good. But I'm just saying, in general, like it's
not great.
It's just as often a 2-mana cycler as it is a fucking sinkhole.
No, it's a. I mean, that's what he's.
Don't
what
get
he's
me wrong.
using it for.
A cycling sinkhole is fine.
Yeah, and that's what he's using it for, and especially because he has no.
This is where it's bad, John. He didn't even need to do it because he just played Urborg, so there was no reason for him to fetch.
Yeah. But that's where it has that space of doing something sometime, even though it shouldn't, because people get stuck in play patterns and get stuck in habits. But it does make sense for the Coffers deck because they don't have Dick to do in the early turns.
I get why you played it, but it's.
Oh, I know. I don't. I'm not defending. I'm not defending the card overall. I'm just saying. No, the real issue, like, what's the follow-up? What are we doing now? Now that you have gotten somebody with that, what are we doing?
Yeah, no play. I imagine he'll play lands and try to make a lot of mana.
Gonna fucking crack the field room? No? No, just this guy. I feel like I would have cracked the field room just because Matt's probably, like, has, like, maybe a basic.
Yeah, I think it's way more important to. I mean, you're not actually putting him down lands.
No,
so
you're not.
It's way more important just to build your board.
All right, there's the Thoughtseize and pitching the Fury to do the thing. What is Matt working with in hand here? 2 cards? Ooh, I bet they're heaters. Maybe we can find out because we have cameras and stuff. It's the 21st century. Scion and Fable. That Scion's not doing shit. Nor is that Fable. John, you buy yourself some time. What are you going to do with it? I'm going to go ahead and do that. Make Matt's 4th Leyline Binding worse. Although Leyline Binding actually makes sense with Calibrated Blast because at least it's a high CMC thing. I can get behind that card decision. There's relevance. Acceptable relevance.
Yeah, if I was playing this deck, I can't imagine a world where desperation, I guess, is the world. But like for the most part, if I'm not setting up something on top, I'm not just randomly calibrated blasting, trying to kill my opponent. Right?
Not with the deck he has built.
It's like 3 mana, probably reveal Thoughtseize and do nothing.
Exactly. No, that's why I don't like this. You can finish that off if you want to.
I don't know. I don't mind it, but I just think that like if you're gonna do it, then you're committed to doing it.
I just feel like he should just be playing a black-red mid-range deck at this point instead of having this cute thing.
Do we have another Shadow of Doubt?
No, man, he's gonna play the Scion of Draco though.
Like Matt was just like, huh? Is it good?
Which, I mean, it's got a 4/4 flyer, so that's a thing. Does that do it?
It's a Grixis land.
Costs.
He's not there yet.
No. Doesn't have enough. 1 off. He needs the green. Needed that Endothotrium. What is John doing over here? He's just been kind of hanging out. Alright, we've got. I don't even know what that is up front.
It's the graveyard cycle thing.
Yeah.
The one with escape.
Yep.
We'll probably
Draw a card.
Fire it off on some randomness.
Yeah. Digging for stuff.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Right.
He's got their kind of almost
He can make 4 mana now with his 4 lands.
Yeah, I mean that's what's up, right?
Look at him cheating ahead. All right, now he can make 5 mana. So
All right, match still the center.
it's just like
All right, now John's now he's in business.
Now he can play everything.
Right. He's doing stuff, and it's a invoke thingy. All right, this
yeah.
is always good. So that's going to be a lose 6, draw 3, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Like that card. It's the coolest. That's the best part of this deck.
Is that thing a 5-drop?
No, it's a 4-drop. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
The fuck? Oh, it's that weird jester's cap thingy.
You name some stuff.
Yeah, you say a name and then you search their deck. So he's gonna name maybe Calibrated Blast or just like an actually good card.
You never know.
I mean, you have options.
Yeah.
Hey, here's this thing that's gonna win a game.
All right. So you tap it to make 5 and use 2 of the 5 to make
another
5 more.
5.
That's 7. So you can make 8 here.
Yeah, and he's got an Archon in hand, so which is known to win games. Oh, he's gonna do this thing. Oh, in response, he's gonna calibrate it.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Thoughtseize!
Oh, hey, it did 6 damage.
Did kind of nothing.
Yeah, it did. Did 6 damage. I mean, there's that. See, like at this point, I just named like Scion Draco or Fury. I wouldn't even name that fucking thing. Because you take those big hits out, then he doesn't even have anything to hit. He's gonna like fucking lightning bolt you. Or 1 damage you. I wouldn't even fucking bother naming that fucking card. Right. Yeah, I think the Archon would have just been like way more crushing.
Yeah.
Because there's a chance that he might.
Nobody's ever resolved Archon and then lost, so
Exactly.
I mean, you should
He
just
coulda just-
probably cast the Archon.
Yeah. For sure. Because he could like get a land and then just play Scion, and then you're like, now you have an actual thing to answer. And if you would have just Archon, I guess it still is answered because he's gonna follow up with the Archon anyway.
This also wasn't the most mana efficient turn.
I know I wouldn't have bothered naming that blast. I would have named something else.
Yeah. I just hate those cards, man.
Oh, I'm not a huge fan either.
Let's name a card and take out something. And it's just like, what does that even do?
It's weird because
How often do you see somebody do that and then lose to something else? Like all the time.
The only way that
literally all the time.
Oh yeah. The only way those cards make sense is as a card board thing, which he just had it, so it wasn't in his sideboard. He either brought it in or it was just in his main. But yeah, being able to like what the match is exactly, and it's gonna be good in this one of this 1% match. Okay. Did John just scoop to that?
I think John showed him something and Matt scooped.
Okay.
I didn't see what it was
I
that
would
he
hope
showed
so.
him, but he was just
probably
like,
the Archon.
Probably the
After
Archon.
that.
He's like, yeah, I could have just done this last turn.
Yeah. Slow roll.
Out here
son of a
pandering.
bitch.
Wanted to show you how little I respect your Calibrated Blast, but then I named it. Alright,
shit.
so going to game 3 then, huh?
Indeed we are.
Alright.
All right. Well, Matt, I've got some notes. He told me he was more consistent, and he didn't really necessarily.
Yeah, that's.
He did tell me. He explained a bit of what made it more
It's
consistent.
interesting, right? So say John, the card, the Jester's Cappy thing. If he was playing against like Living In, and like you name Living In, like, okay, that's a real play because now I can no longer Living In. But like by naming Calibrated Blast, especially with the mana that Matt had down. Matt can still cast every card in his deck.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and like so. All you basically, I think in a way, he might have made Matt's deck better.
Yeah, because they would have been, because every calibrated blast could have revealed.
Would have just been a random
Thoughtseize.
nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he wasn't in a position to set anything up there.
Yeah.
So
The names, in my opinion, would have been either Scion or Leyline Binding or the Death Shadow dude. Any of those
Yeah.
things would have made more sense because
yeah, I just think that, and that's no impact.
yeah.
Like just
No,
cutting
no.
any one of those from the
Exactly,
deck
yeah.
just makes no real impact.
He probably has like one in the main or maybe.
I
a
hate these.
sideboard
I hate
with-
those cards so much, John. I just hate them so much.
Well, what's the thing is like those cards, that design is from 1995, and in
Yeah,
1995,
it's not just that though. It's just like this. All the surgical effects are just like overplayed and
Oh,
like,
they are, yeah.
not generally very good.
I agree with you. The only one that's there's only two that are playable in my mind, which is Extirpate and the Phyrexian one, and they're only
Surgical, yeah.
they're only playable in a specific.
I guess
deck
and mill and
in a
like
specific
they're overboarded.
setting.
They're overboarded.
They are
like
overboarded
crazy.
for sure.
Actually, I don't even love Extirpate.
Yeah, those are the only ones though that are
Yeah.
even like a conversation. The rest of
No.
them just aren't. Not even remotely. But what I was saying about
I would say that getting a full card, just one full card's worth of value off of that type of effect happens less than 1%. I would say that there are 99 times that somebody casts a surgical type effect that does absolutely nothing for every one time that you actually got them. You
Right.
know, I would say it's 1% or less
well,
that
I
it
think
actually
it's-
has an impact.
I think that's absolutely. I think I would agree with that completely. For it, if it were just a sideboard card, I think it's different math when it comes to the mill deck that it's played in. Just because of the way the deck operates.
It can be, but like I also still think it's a sideboard card in that deck. I don't think that main
Yeah.
decking it is smart or a good idea.
All right, let's see what fucking these guys are working with. I feel like John's deck should be just like have the upper hand here, but maybe not. They're both a little dirtly. Dirtly. Yeah, let's go ahead and fetch. No, shout it out this time, Matt. Oh, shit. Xander's Lounge is what Matt chooses.
And even in that mill deck, John, how often do you play against that mill deck and then like they just randomly surgically extract something?
Oh,
that
that
they know
happens
it's
all
like,
the time.
It's
That-
like, oh,
yeah.
I like how they cast two surgical extractions. They just happen to grab the two.
No, and
one-ups
that's-
that are
so
in my
that's-
deck.
And that's the thing. That's a player skill thing there that they just like think they're. And so okay, I guess like on the loosest bit of rationale possible, you're taking extra cards out of their deck and mill, like for the weakest argument ever. But like
So
those,
it's like a milled 1 or 2.
yeah, it's a mill two basically.
Yeah,
Which is terrible.
I think if I had $1 for every single time that somebody surgically extracted something that was like the last copy in my deck or the only copy, then like I wouldn't need to pay mana traders for cards
No.
because I could just buy all the cards.
So that happens all the time, and that's like I said to me, that's player skill because what that is there for is like, hey, I milled a Cruxa. You know, like that's why those cards are in my mind. That's why that deck would play that card is not to get cards out of their deck just randomly, but it's like with the awareness that in the game of Magic now, if you put cards in your opponent's graveyard, you might be putting some scary shit in there, and it's a contingency plan for that specifically.
sure,
But people all the time
no,
do
and
exactly
that's
what
fair.
you're saying.
That's fair.
That's what it's supposed to be, but I agree with you. People do
Right,
that shit
right.
all the time. They're just like, oh, I gotcha. Like, no,
Yeah.
you didn't. You didn't.
Oh
get
my
it.
god, I got all of your spell pierces.
Yeah.
It's like okay,
Yeah. Exactly.
Great. There were none in my hand, so you just killed 2 dead draws that I would have had.
All right, he's doing the shadow prophecy thingy.
And if say they like surgically extract
You're
your
getting
counter
aggressive
spell
this
and
game.
you have 2 counter spells in hand, that's not even good. That's just lucky. They randomly
Oh yeah, that was
randomly hit things, you know.
Yeah. 2 ley lines and 2.
This is a pretty thought seize proof hand.
Yeah. You just put the 2 scions in there through the Shadow Prophecy.
I think you probably take one of the removals. He's going to take this. Okay, he can just get that back if he wants.
Yeah, he's probably offsetting the aggressive nature of things.
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah. Paducah Bog. Boom. You can't get shit back.
I ain't getting shit.
Heads up. All right.
Oh, Paducah Bog.
The Paducah Bog's fucking sweet. There's this guy. And
hey, Joel, you going to build for Popper? We're going to have a Popper event.
Yeah, it's going to happen. All right, I think he's going to invoke here. Do the invoke something, whatever the fuck it's called. Maybe not. Does he have the invoke thing? Yeah, he does. I see it. Oh, getting texted.
Liliana of the Veil.
Yeah.
That card's really good.
Always has been, always will be.
Liliana throws that shawl over her shoulder and says, "Still got it."
Fuck yo, cheaty dragon.
We know. You want to play Popper? Popper's the shit.
Fair creatures and awesome interaction. Sounds like a win to me.
Yeah. It's like Legacy Light. It's Legacy, but affordable.
Well, it's Legacy without derpy fucking hyper-powered dudes. Get all the interaction of Legacy without the bullshit creatures.
It's pretty easy format to learn.
That's what makes... And also, come on, man, it's the internet. Nobody has to know shit anymore. You Google that shit.
Yeah, GTS. You can build a deck for like $30.
Yeah. No one needs to know anything anymore. We're past that point. Shit. Chat GPT. A fucking... Oh, you could probably do that too.
Oh, this like can't feel good.
All right.
Ooh, this gotta feel good.
That always feels good.
I like this card.
I miss playing that fucking card, man.
Wait. Did he just exile them? Are they exiled?
No, he just chose.
Because those other things are exiled.
Yeah.
He needs to separate his graveyard from his exile.
Here's a Coffers that taps for...
Yeah, it might be kind of hard to foil out a Popper deck,
2?
honestly.
Yeah, actually, that probably would be surprising, because you're going to play Ponder and shit.
Did he play another Paducah Bog? I don't understand why those last 2 things are exiled.
I don't know either.
Huh.
Profane. Coffers that taps for 2. Some hot shit there. Aussies. Oh, look at that.
It's pretty fun though, man. It's a brainstorm format.
Yeah, exactly.
You get to play brainstorm. They've actually done a pretty good job, I noticed, of getting some duels into the format.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching earlier today. You get 2 sets of duels that are they're coming to play tab duels, but they identify as both types.
Yeah.
And 2 play sets. That's a pretty good number. Yes, sir. Brainstorm.
Really thinking about this stuff.
Yeah, he's pandering.
Fetch and play a big old dragon.
So he seems content.
Oh, he walked right into that shadow it out too. He was forced out of his hand, I suppose. Not even a big old dude, just a high CMC dude. He should be a 6'6". Or a 5'5". Should be a 5'5".
What the
dragon.
Why?
No, why not?
We don't need 2 mana 5/5s. That's stupid.
Fucking it's a 2 mana 4/4. It doesn't matter. Like
it is. It's
so
already
easy
hard.
to-
It's hard enough to kill. I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
It is
as
fine. It is fine. I don't think it'd make that.
If
much
it's
of a
good enough to
difference.
see play in modern, it doesn't need to be better.
I mean, that's fair. That's a completely fair assessment. I can agree with that. Absolutely. Oh, he gets his lily back.
Seasoned Pyromancer should be a 2/3.
Now that's nonsense. Or maybe it's not.
How's it any different?
Actually, maybe it should be a 5.
It should be a 5/5.
At this point,
Everything should be a 5/5.
why not? Why not?
Just 5/5s and 1/1s.
Yeah, buddy.
Or no, sorry, 5/5s and 1/2s.
Hey, that's a new format.
it's not a good format.
That would be fucking hilarious. The only legal creatures are specific power and toughness. Be a weird way to restrict the game. I wonder what that would look like.
Only cards with odd CMCs. Only creatures with even power and toughness.
You're just
wacky.
Spells with odd CMC and creatures with even CMC. That's the only thing you can play.
Fucking
A. Fuck it, why not? At this point.
Guess what? Can't play Think Twice. It's banned.
Yep.
Good old Think Twice. No, I was watching this Popper, man. Like it was like, they're playing the good, dude. So good. So many good cards that you otherwise wouldn't get to play. It's got the flashback draw too, where you pay 3 life.
Fucking deep analysis.
Yeah, deep analysis. Yeah.
Super dope. Oh,
yeah.
So by the way, in regards to the cube, they were working on spells are gonna be stupid.
Oh, I know. I mean, it's a lot of.
So,
Chainer's Edict is a very heavily played card in Pauper.
For sure.
Chainer's Edict is good.
This guy, all right, Matt's fucked. There it is. Yeah, good on you, Matt.
All right.
Not fucking about.
And I've said it many a time. This card, every time it has entered the battlefield, that player has won.
Well,
Nobody has ever proved me wrong on camera.
The other game that John won, you didn't even have to enter the battlefield.
You just showed it to him. Yeah, that's what you should do.
Yeah, that
Just
card is...
opening hand, just show him like, hey, I got this in my hand.
That's where it's like...
Fuck. All right, I scoop.
Everybody's super hopped up on the fucking Atraxa thing, but like...
Archon. It was Archon. Archon just ends the game all the time.
Well, that was our match too. So, mostly, I mean, like fucking real high percentage, man. Like 95.
I said it on stream once. There was a full booth back here, and I was like, "Well, this card just wins the game." And then like, it looked like he was gonna get out of it, and everyone's like, "Oh, how are you said it always ends the game?" And then it like totally did anyway, and I was just like, "See." I think to be fair, he played a second one that kind of in that particular instance, but it doesn't matter. You play it, it draws you into the second one, and the rest is history.
Yeah, so I was thinking though about that cube. We're thinking about clerics. We want to do clerics initially. We went to warriors and we went back to clerics. So the red clerics are all from Strixhaven, and they all care about spells. So we're going to essentially have 3 of the tribes caring about spells, and maybe you want to do warriors.
John, I just had a fucking brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Blue collar cube.
Yeah, that's a fantastic idea.
Yes.
That's a fucking fan.
Yes.
You know what? I kind of want to scrap everything else and do that.
Just do that next.
Yeah, no, I really,
Okay.
absolutely.
Blue collar cube coming.
All right, well, fucking.
All right. Yep. Only commons and uncommons. Cube
Oh my god.
coming.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's gonna
this
be so
is gonna
good.
be so fucking good.
All right. We will be right back with round 3.